Okay, hi guys. Welcome to Beyond the Box. I'm here with Chelsea, my Warrior Sculpt instructor, and I will say I'm super excited that you decided you wanted to do this. I had no idea, but then when you were like, "I want to be on your podcast," it
Yes.
really like. I'm stoked.
Well, I'm honored.
So
I've never been on a podcast before, so this is new for me.
Okay.
But
this is new for me.
Well, I love
So
it,
it's
and
new
I'm
for
proud
both
of
of
you
us.
for doing it. And I
Thank you.
thought, why not support Meredith and jump on with her?
Thank
so
you.
thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So I started to, yesterday, I went on my hike and started to kind of research and think about you. And I thought, God, Chelsea reminds me of, she is like a blonde Joanna Gaines, honestly. I mean, never even thought about it.
A very messy one.
No, you
Don't
really,
look at my kitchen.
you really are. So I was looking at podcasts with Chip and Joanna Gaines because I was like, maybe I can get like a question or something. So I listened to the whole podcast and I did get a few questions. So.
Okay.
But you certainly, you do remind me of her, but only like on you're just like a fitness Joanna Gaines. Like,
Nice.
She doesn't do that, but
Yeah,
you do.
well, we
so.
should ask her to come to class. Joanna, I might not be able to homestead and have the prettiest things, but you come to my class.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
So I started researching last night as well, and my mind was kind of blown because I know you from class.
Right. From
And
the
I
fitness
know,
world.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm like, gosh, she just kicks my ass. And then I know that you bake bread.
Yeah.
I know that you do sourdough and all that kind of stuff. But I had no idea once I started going down this rabbit hole of you that you had your Instagram yogi page, that you have the Young Harvest Farm
Yep.
page on Instagram, that you have a YouTube page, that you have your own website. I mean, I was like,
We got it, girl. We got it all.
so I'm doing these notes. So I have all of these, and then I have this, and then I got to the point where I was like, how, damn. And then I did this picture, and then I went to bed because it was like 10:30 at night, and I still
Get to bed, girl. Yes.
It was insane.
Yes. It's built. It's built for a long time, which I'm so thankful for. And it kind of built when we moved to Nashville. We've been here for almost 11 years, moved from Cincinnati.
Okay.
My husband and I grew up in the finance, but we met at Purdue. We'll go back
Okay.
to Purdue.
Wait,
Boilermakers.
But hold on one second, because I just want to know, like, how? I mean, how? Like, when you were a kid, did you go, I want to be on TV, or I want to be in the spotlight? I mean,
No.
because
It's so
it
wild. I
has-
feel like this is my fifth life, which is cool.
yeah, I mean, I'm fascinated with it because I walked away thinking I am a slug compared to her because
Oh, no, that's not what I have. The whole point is to just inspire, empower.
super inspired.
Yeah.
Super inspired, super overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
more I looked,
Take it
each
as-
tab that I went on, it's like, God, she teaches classes too. My God, look at all these recipes. I mean, it was.
Yes.
And the questions, it's just like they were piling up in my head. Like, how does she get all these recipes? Did she go to culinary school? Like, I mean, all of this. So, again, like at the very beginning, when you were a kid, did you know, I'm sure you didn't, but did you think, you know what, I want to, what was your personality?
Just your upbringing in general, too.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in northern Indiana, middle income family. I played soccer.
Okay.
So that was a big team sport that I played. And very early on, that's kind of where I went to club and played a lot.
Yeah.
I played actually at Purdue.
Oh, wow.
And I just met the best of friends. But I will say, going back, we grew up with boxed ingredients. So I
Really?
would take a box of Betty Crocker blueberry muffins out, and I would pretend like I was on a cooking show, making this box of blueberry muffins. So I don't know if that somehow pieces together of, the Instagram world where I get to share my world with four amazing and crazy and loud kids and chaos. And I started to think, the
Did
more.
you put on like shows and stuff for your neighborhood kids or something like that?
Well, my parents, we'd always put on a fun. We used to roller skate, my sisters and I. We would
Okay.
roller skate down in the basement, and then I ended up roller skating when I was living in Wisconsin, outside, and pretend like I was a figure skater.
When were you in Wisconsin? So you were in Indiana.
I was born in Wisconsin.
Oh.
I moved to Indiana when I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like cheese curds?
Oh, girl, yes, but only the squeaky ones. You know, they got to be fresh. I
Yes.
always get cheese curds when I go back to Wisconsin. But yeah, so we always put on some type of show.
Okay.
I always didn't mind being in the spotlight. I'm type A, so I'm also like very hard on myself and
Yeah.
in the best way possible, I think. I think that's like loosened up a bit over time.
Yeah.
But
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have 2 sisters. They're in Minneapolis right now.
Are they older?
Younger.
Oh,
so I'm the
okay.
oldest too. So that
Oh my
also
God.
kind of plays a little bit of like,
Okay.
yeah, we're going to build a Barbie house, but it's also going to be a business Barbie. So we're going to have the shoe store over here.
Yeah.
Here's the bank. You actually have to make money. And I would be,
Yeah.
and I would put on a whole bunch of different businesses growing up.
In Barbie world.
In Barbie World, I actually had the little beads that I would pretend were gems. Do
Yes.
a gem store.
Yeah.
And I would play for hours and
That's
hours by
hilarious.
myself
I
or
did
drag
that
my
too.
sisters in.
That's so funny.
And I think the being bored was my favorite because then you got real creative. And I say to my kids, when they say I'm bored, I say, great, things are going to happen. Give it 5 minutes. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, they're making up the coolest game or ninja course or they're playing, a fun card game they made up. So I think that
Even today.
yeah, we
Okay.
don't do a whole bunch of screens in our house. We'll watch a family movie every once in a while.
that's
But I love it
awesome.
when they say, "Mom, I'm so bored," and I'm like, "Yes." This good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Just give it a little bit of time. And I go back to my childhood, and it is. It's like you make
Yeah.
up all these fun things. So maybe it plays in. Gosh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Maybe it plays into this fun recipe creator. I think a lot of it has like health
Well, your
and wellness.
mindset's different too.
Yeah,
Because
true.
I'm sitting here thinking about with my kids, they would go, I'm bored. And I would go clean your room. Or something like that. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be like, let's get creative,
Well, I'm not helping them. I'm like kind of a hands-off mom, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll play every once in a while a game or whatever, but I let them.
Do it.
Yeah, and I think I'm a pretty messy mom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
I find that hard to believe
Oh,
that
girl.
you're a messy mom.
I think because I have so much going on, it's like you have to only do so much.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right. So, well, going back before you had kids. So
Yeah.
you were doing the Barbie thing, and then you wanted to. You're type A and
oldest child.
oldest child. So very responsible, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that.
Always afraid of getting in trouble.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then, once you say you did soccer and you were in school, you say you played soccer in college?
Yeah,
right?
Purdue. Yep.
Okay, that's why you have such muscular legs.
Yeah, that's why we can hang out in Goddess forever.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
about
awesome.
that. Sorry about that.
No, I love it. I love it because I'll say when you
When
get
I'm tired, I'm like, okay, it's a leg day, guys. I'm sorry.
yes. Oh, so you're tired today? Because we did a lot of legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
End of the week. I've been solo parenting this week, so I'm just, starting to twitch a little bit, and I'm like, when are you getting home, Greg?
Yeah.
So, yeah, today was the leg day.
Okay, so before you have kids, so then what happened? Like, I'm just fascinated on how.
Yeah, how did we get to this life? So
Yeah.
my first life out of college, I worked for General Electric. I was in finance.
read that.
Yeah.
That's so strange. I don't see
account
you doing
recs,
that at
Oh
all.
my gosh, account recs. I even made it into the treasury. I always tell this funny story because I was trading nickel. And I put like 3 too many zeros for the trade. And like 8 o'clock at night, I get a call from this guy in Dublin. And he's like, do you really want to buy 1/5 of the world's nickel? I was like, no, no, please cancel the trade.
Yes, sir. Actually, I do. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand the suspicion.
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
I almost lost my job that day at GE. No, I had really great bosses and they laughed and they
Was
chuckled.
that right out of school?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
did
What did you go
a
to school for?
for finance, marketing, business. I had Cranert kid at Purdue. But yeah, we did a FMP program. It's like a financial management program where you rotate every 6 months your jobs. So it's
Okay.
cool. You get to see all different parts of finance. I knew right away that I just...
So you have a business mind. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why all
business
this is,
mindset for sure. But I was like, I was kind of pulled. I got to a rotation in Chicago. middle of winter, Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And my girlfriend says to me, do you want to go to this hot yoga class? And I was like, oh, I've never done yoga. It was a Bikram yoga style class, 105 degrees, 40% humidity in the middle of a Chicago winter. I was like, I'm in.
You're like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, just for that.
Yeah.
But I did it.
I'm so cold.
And I was so pissed because I was awful. I could not hang.
Yeah.
And so
That's hard.
Will you explain what the class
Bikram
Yeah,
is-
so Bikram yoga is a hatha-based class. I'm actually still a Bikram yoga teacher. I studied with Bikram in 2010. I'll get to that.
Okay.
That's Second Life here. But it's 90 minutes, 26 postures, but you're in a room with probably 50 to 60 others because it was a big city. And there's an instructor on the top of a podium, and she's telling you what to do,
you were
when
like
to do it.
in a Bikram class.
Yeah,
So
and
I've
I am still that Bikram teacher now. I became one after the fact
Oh,
because I
yeah.
fell in love with how I think regimen it was, and then it was based around the spine. So as an ex-athlete,
Yeah.
turned runner,
Right.
I had crazy knee surgeries. My knees were bad.
Yeah.
It like brought my knees back to life, this practice.
Oh, wow.
So I never looked back. I was
Okay.
like, man, but when we moved back to Milwaukee and then eventually to Cincinnati, there was no Bikram studio. So I'm still doing finance with General Electric, and I'm sitting all day. I'm so achy. I don't want to go to a chiropractor. I'm like, that yoga was so healing.
Mm-hmm.
What if I take a leave of absence and go do this training? To my boss, I say this, to my treasury boss. And she was like, very active gal. And she's like, yes, do it. Can I come back and get a job? And she's like, sure. So I went to training with Bikram in 2010 out in San Diego.
Dang.
If you follow the Bikram lineage, my training
Did you
was...
see that documentary?
Yeah, well, that was my training.
So this is where I'm going to step back in as like the dummy here because I
Yeah.
have no clue.
Yeah,
So
you don't have to.
I've done
Yeah.
yoga before, just like through sports, but
Yeah.
You were saying that specifically the Bikram, obviously. So the lineage you were just talking about would be interesting to hear, and also it sounds like when you moved to the new town and they didn't have that specifically, it's not like you could go to your normal yoga studio
Right.
and do it. So what specifically is you mentioned the spine, but is it just different position?
It's the heat. It's the
okay.
heat of the
Okay.
room. So if you were to go to what people would call a hot yoga class, you might expect a vinyasa where you're doing a
flow.
down dog to a warrior 1, warrior 2. This is none of that. This is standing on your mat doing 26 postures, hatha based. So it's work relax based, but it's in 105 and 40% humidity.
And you do it twice, right?
Two postures through, yes. 2
Standing
times through each
series
posture.
and
a floor series.
Floor
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. So
Right.
I went to train for this because I just fell in love with it. I loved it. I love how regimen it was. I loved how healing it was. And then I started to see other people get, healing as well. So I went out and trained with Bikram in 2010. That was a hoot. We could bring my blog post up one day.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We would have to watch Bollywood movies until like 5 a.m. in the morning and then get up and take class at 8.
Were you doing that when, that documentary?
Yeah, that was my when all
That's
things
so
went to
dysfunctional and crazy.
hell in a hay basket. That was my train, big time.
Really?
And then Ben, who wrote Hellbent, which is one of the books on it, great book by the way. He was in my training, so
Okay.
I went back. The whole reason.
You're gonna have to explain what you're saying. So,
He has no idea.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
We have
training.
no-
So
they
there
have
was a
no idea.
documentary.
Yeah,
where
we're
there was
going
some
down
kind of
this rabbit hole,
There was some kind of
Bikram, yeah.
controversy, and you said you went to train with Bikram.
With
Is this
Bikram. He
is
is
this
a man.
person?
He is
Okay.
Bikram
That's
Chowdhury
why-
is a
that's why
man. Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm like,
Really?
yes,
No, it's
Bikram
totally
yoga.
fine.
and I'm not like out completely like.
No, it's
you
kind of
know.
like the original hot yoga.
Okay.
It
And-
originated in LA.
I do feel like a lot of men really are drawn to Bikram
Yes.
because it's not a flow, meaning there's not a
You don't
bunch
have
of
to move
different
fast.
there's not a bunch of different poses that you have to do in a certain flow.
You're just holding a pose.
You're holding a pose and you're doing the same pose each time, so it's like repetition. So
Little less
anybody
intimidating for
right,
sure.
people can go in and they're like, okay, I know what's getting ready to happen.
Yes.
I know the
Yeah.
pose we're getting ready to do. I hate it, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna do So
Yeah.
you feel so good afterwards.
Yeah.
Training with him,
He's-
yes, with
there's
him,
a
the
documentary
man.
on Netflix that is insane.
That's the documentary you mentioned.
Yeah. Well,
It's-
the training. What happened after all these trainings is he has some lawsuits against him. He'll never come back to the U.S. I don't think. And I will say, as a hot yoga teacher, as a Bikram teacher, I really appreciate the yoga. I don't agree with what the man himself has done.
It's like art and artist, like with musicians.
You like the
Exactly.
practice, you just are not crazy about him, the
Right, and-
individual.
exactly. So I still teach the sequence here in Nashville now, 6 a.m. on Wednesdays at the Hot Room.
Oh,
Yeah, they still have the style. They have it at Hot Yoga East. I think they offered it at Bend and Zen.
Yeah.
But the training is 9 weeks with Bikram, and you are taking 2 classes per day.
dang.
And
a
then
lot of sweat.
you also have to learn the dialogue. So
Right.
anyway, long story short, I took the training so I could go back to Cincinnati to open a Bikram studio.
Right.
So that's what I did. And I worked full time at GE while I did that.
How many classes did you teach?
17 a week at least. It was wild.
Bless, there's no way.
It was wild. Yeah.
I know.
A lot of
Because you
water.
sweat so
But then eventually
much.
I had other teachers come in and work for me. So it wasn't just me, but
Right.
at first, if somebody can't come and you're the studio owner, you are teaching them.
So
So
I'd say like a gallon of water a day. Like you're probably
yes,
3?
easily.
You're-
No, probably I don't know.
Maybe
just
not 3,
drink
but
a lot of electrolytes mostly.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where my health and wellness began, is in the yoga world,
Yeah.
And then I was able, and then I got married, and then I had my first kid.
Okay,
and then,
wait. I have to back up for just a minute. I'm sorry. No,
But it's all happening
I know
at
you
the
want to get to
same
your
time.
kids first, but
Yeah.
I want to ask you. Okay, because you were saying that's where your practice started. But when you were, say, in school, what was your relationship with exercise and food and all that kind of stuff?
Right.
Because I can't imagine that you were super healthy as a kid. Or maybe you were. I don't know. I'm just thinking about when I was a kid, when I danced and I cheered.
Right. I
at
think the
UT.
metabolism was so high I didn't have to worry about food.
I
like
didn't.
Food
I had
choices.
the worst relationship with food because I would go and work out. I would put on like those parachute pants where you sweat a whole lot, like
Oh,
right here. And I
yeah.
would like run and all that kind of stuff. Or I would go do a bunch of dance classes, and then I'd come home and I would eat like brownie batter
Okay.
for dinner. And I had Lucky Charms. I'd order a whole pizza. And then I'd go and I'd feel guilty, and then I'd go work out like really, to the max.
Yeah.
So it was horrible. So I'm just wondering,
Yeah, what
make
was
me
the
feel
food-
better and
Yeah,
say
what
that
was the food relationship? Well,
Make me feel better.
Yeah.
You had that experience, right?
well, I
You
had.
felt the same way, right? I know you did.
I always had.
It's not super common. I mean, you hear that a lot. What you just described, I would say.
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, in your 20s and stuff,
in my 20s, I was. I mean,
were you eating salmon and having broccoli and all that?
when I was done at college, I was like, okay, I've got to teach myself how to cook.
Yeah.
Because I had a sorority when I was a sorority girl.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, what were you?
80 Pi.
Okay, I was Kappa Alpha Theta.
Okay.
And I loved it. I'm still best friends with all my sorority sisters. I loved it. But we didn't have the choice of what we ate. You
Yeah.
know, we got what we got.
Right.
And then I was in the dorms, or
Like, did you eat junk food at all?
yes.
Please make me feel
oh,
better.
yeah.
Okay,
So we would
great.
raid the sorority. We would have to use our IDs and raid the sorority kitchen and eat all the cereal. And our cook would be so pissed because on Monday when she'd come in, all the cereal's gone because we came back from the bars and just
Yeah.
ate the cereal.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yes, and I had the breadsticks with the cheese but at the same time, I had to learn to cook. I couldn't just
Right.
so.
You play. You
Okay.
said you played soccer at Purdue, right?
Yeah.
So was there any kind of like nutritional program?
No.
Or training
No,
program?
they had training tables for the big athletes like football and basketball. This is before any of the, the
NIL and stuff.
the new rules came in. So yeah, we just ate what the dorms had, and most times we got home so late from practice or games that we would just order pizza.
Right.
That was like a staple.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so yes.
That makes me feel
There's
better.
no nutritional thought in my mind being a college athlete, and just food was food.
Right. Well, because you're young and
You don't
it's-
have to really.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm moving
you know what?
so much.
I'm healthy and I'm working out.
Now I will
and,
tell you, I wasn't necessarily healthy because of that food, but
Yeah,
I
of
didn't.
course.
I didn't think through it.
Right.
I didn't have to worry about it. But I did. I think start running because working at GE right out of college, I was like, oh, my pants do not fit. I got to figure
Yeah.
out this whole food thing.
Yeah.
Was it a pretty difficult challenge, athlete to no longer an athlete? I mean,
Yeah, I
you're
think
playing
that's why I
D-
took
D1
up-
soccer,
yeah, I
and then you're
think-
just not.
I think it was like a void. I had to fill it. And so I started running long distance, training for half marathons. And then running became this new fun thing until my knees started hurting.
I was going to say, yeah. Was that the reason that your knees went bad?
Well, I had double ACL surgeries, 2 ACL tears during my time at Purdue.
Two like in the same knee or in both
Same
knees?
knee.
Two in the same knee.
And meniscus on both.
And meniscus on both.
Yeah. So my knees were like not great coming out of college. And then I started running just to have some type of runner's high or athlete space, like fill that void. And so then I think that's why the yoga came in, and I was like, this is it. I can do this for the rest of my life. My knees won't hurt.
Yeah, perfect.
So
Were those like catastrophic injury type things, or like my mom's torn her meniscus a lot? She could just
Did you have knee
twist the
replacement?
wrong way.
You didn't?
no, gosh, no, blood better not come. What I might be on that road, but
But was it like a season-ending like knee injury type situation when you tore them, or was it like
no, I would say I was a reserve anyway, but it was probably a good life experience. Yeah. I've never been so humbled coming back from knee surgery. My family
when they told
has.
you how long your recovery was?
Oh yeah, when I had to get back fast.
How long was it?
It took me 3 months. I think I came back way too fast, just because I wanted to play.
Right.
So then maybe I wasn't strong enough, or didn't have
overcompensated.
And then eventually that second one went.
I see.
So
and now
I
you're
don't know.
double compromised, and now you're.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a hard transition, though.
It is, and I think it was. Everything is a good life lesson. Mm-hmm. Being a reserve after being so good in high school, and then also coming in and finally feel like you've got it, and then you have to have a surgery on your knee, and
But
then
your knees are better now, right?
Yes. I mean,
you're obviously you
still
work
bugging a little bit, but yes.
But you work all the muscles around your
Yes,
knees, which
a lot of
helps.
mobility, huge mobility
Yeah.
fan, just because of.
See, I'm blown away by the stuff that you do in class. You do all this mobility stuff.
Yeah.
And I have bad knees as well, but you have bad knees, but you can do it. And maybe I just choose not to do it. Maybe that's what it is.
I just find that over time, moving all of the spaces that around our joints are so important, especially our talus. We do a lot of front ankle work, knee work, hip work.
Does that. Nobody works that kind of stuff. Like I love standing on a stair.
It's
and,
so important.
She likes to. She'll. You're totally down, and then you stand up, and you don't use your arms at all. She does a lot of that in
a lot of
class.
sit to stand stuff, which is like longevity work at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that we're doing in class is preventative for falls, or how to catch yourself for a fall.
Which that'll come for everybody.
It's so important. How do you stand up without your hands?
Right.
That kind of stuff. It's so important.
So hard.
Yeah, but the practice.
She did bring up a really good point. We don't have to get too crazy stuck on the injuries or anything, but that's a great point about your knees. And because right before that, I was thinking, because you were trying to earlier, I feel like we were trying to connect the dots a little bit to your, how you grew up, and she was asking about your nutrition, and we were talking about that kind of stuff to get here. And I'm thinking like along that exact same line, like she's saying, like sitting here now, thinking back to when you tore it. I mean, you could have, I guess, gone one of two ways, and you definitely could have done that when you didn't even have a sport like supporting you.
Yeah.
So you said it was just literally feeling like your clothes didn't fit, and you started running again, and then that kind of led you back, or
yeah, I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I was achy. I felt like I needed to go to the chiropractor. I was just not moving my body. So you go from all this movement to sitting all day long.
Which is what I did too. You come out of college and it's
wild.
If you're exercising or whatever, and then you drop off and you don't, like for me, I stopped dancing altogether, and so you just gain weight. It's
weight, but then also just low back was hurting.
Right.
My shoulders. I felt like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me?
happening?
Am I getting old? I'm not getting old. I just need to move. I need to keep the oil in the tin can.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Totally.
So
yeah.
Running was the first bit, and then we moved to the yoga world.
Yoga's good because it just doesn't put a whole lot of stress on your joints.
That's
but
right.
it gives you strength. Your body is the strength, because you're holding poses, which is so hard, mentally, to do that as well.
Yeah. So a lot of the mental, I think it's the mental peace of mind. And then if you're in the Bikram world, it is it's you in the mirror.
Yeah.
So you really must be nice to yourself, or you could go down a big old rabbit hole. Now, flow, vinyasa style, you can really get into a nice flow state where all of a sudden you are out of your head, there is no to-do list, and you are breathing and moving and moving and breathing. And I also love that practice as well because it's another outlet for your mental, mind, body, breath. All of that is just a nice, almost like antidepressant in a way. So yoga in all forms is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think all yoga is good yoga.
Okay, so when does booty yoga come into?
Yeah. Oh,
because
man.
that's okay.
So,
I'm sorry, what?
so I
What?
teach so many different types of yoga.
Because that's when I met
this
you,
is- yeah,
actually.
exactly.
I don't even know was it at Hot Yoga?
I think it
Plus?
was. Yeah.
And
Maybe.
Angie was there too, but she had pink hair at the time.
Okay.
But you were there, or maybe you were teaching at, was it Freebird?
Yeah,
Free
Freebird
something?
maybe. Or Fahrenheit. Freebird. I was teaching I had so many yoga studios in Nashville.
But
it was Freebird, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought about
Danielle,
taking
she's
your
great.
class. Did I take it once? I
She
don't know,
might
but I
have.
was like,
What was that?
booty yoga. What is booty yoga?
So it's spelled
Did you make that up?
B-U-T-I.
Right.
And it's
You're the only person I know
okay.
that does that.
It's still pretty big in Nashville. I think they still do it at East. I got certified. So I moved, quickly from Cincinnati, Bikram
Go
studio.
back. Yep.
Had my first 2 kids. Ended up quitting GE, the finance, because I had the studio.
Did you do yoga pregnant as well?
Yeah, all the way through till the day I gave birth.
Okay, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
I mean, the
think,
visual is like.
Yeah, I
just the
think with
visual.
Arlo, I knew I was in labor going in to teach a class.
God, shut
because I was like,
Oh well.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I just kind of like flew over, like I heard you, and then I was like, wait, I'm sorry. Did you say you were in labor going into class and you were aware of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
did you complete
so,
the
like,
class?
for
Is
the
that what you're
moms
saying,
out
too?
there who know, like, when you go to wipe and you see, like, you're like, oh, yeah,
you know.
this is happening. This is great. You get excited. But I knew with my first one that I had a bit of time. So I thought, well, might as well teach class. But I was like getting
Oh, my
down in
gosh.
squat
Shut
position.
So yes, the answer to that question, you did. You're saying you did the class too?
No, well, I was just squatting, talking, like knowing, like, oh yeah, we have full
You're like,
on
I'm dilated to a 3 right now. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I finished class, closed the studio, went back and so we had 2 kids in Cincinnati. You can talk about all my crazy fun natural birth stories later, but and then we sold the studio.
Your births were not all natural.
All of them, all 4. 2 at home
God.
here in Nashville in the bathtub.
You are a beast. A beast.
You know what's so weird about that is we were talking on the phone before this, like randomly about some other like guest that I had a long time ago on something totally unrelated. And
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
just as an example, I was like, this guy started talking about his home birth that his wife had and all this other stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I had no.
Heard,
I'm learning all kinds
I
of
probably
stuff
haven't heard
about
a
you.
person say that since then. And
Yeah.
then we talked about it earlier. That's crazy.
It does not surprise
It is
me
like
though.
marathon day. I absolutely love birthing day. It is like running. You
Okay.
train like you.
Your personality is so different
It's
than mine.
wild. It's wild.
I
Meredith.
mean-
I am.
You're like, yeah, let's
am like-
do this.
I sometimes.
Molasses squat.
Let's
do it.
Let's go. Oh, so we sold Bikram studio in Cincinnati. Moved to Nashville. This is 11 years ago.
Okay.
And I was feeling, okay, I still can teach yoga and find, like, day one, I went to Hot Yoga East and took a class and met the owner. And I was like, hey, I'm a teacher. If you ever need anybody. And she's like, yeah, do you want to teach on I was on Monday. She's like, do you want to teach Wednesday? I was like, yes. So I called like 15 random people. We didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I was living off 12 South.
Oh wow.
Off Paris, right by Burger up there.
Yep.
Found a babysitter. Didn't really know them, but I was like, it's fine.
Can you watch my kids?
Can you watch my 2 kids? I really need to fit into
for
this
2
city
hours. Just
very
2 hours.
quickly.
Yeah.
So through that amazing studio and then connected with other studios, I saw the booty training was coming up here because booty was big here because there was a couple gals that led the training that were living in Nashville.
Okay.
So I did that. I said to my husband, Greg, can I do this training? And he said, yeah. I said, I just want to build a clientele here. I want to learn more things. I want to
Right.
fit into the yoga world because I was feeling a little like, I don't know how to fit in here. I'm a mom of 2. What do I do?
Right.
I'm going to be this stay-at-home mom, which
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know how to do that.
Yeah, of course.
So I didn't really technically want to do
I don't
that.
see. Well,
I do it.
You
but
do it.
I
but
don't know if
you-
I do it well. How about that?
You do it well.
I bopped
but
into
you're like
the
a spider.
Yeah, I
mean,
bopped
honestly,
into this
you've got
booty
6
world.
arms and everything.
Booty is so much fun.
What's the difference with that style?
Yeah.
It's music based. It's tribal dance, plyometrics, and power flow. So think your regular vinyasa, but you're opening and closing different sequences, which is really fun with music. So we could put on, today we had a fun tribal song. It was like,
I know, you were like, this is a little tribal. I was
This
like,
is a little
yes, it
tribal.
It's very repetitive. It's
yes.
fine.
Yeah. But I just really took to it because after having 2 kids and not really focusing in on my pelvic floor and my deep core muscles, booty found that.
So it's not just your ass.
No,
it's
it's not
okay.
booty meaning your butt at all.
Okay.
Booty, B-U-T-I, means like a hidden secret. It's like you think it's a Marathi and Indian, don't quote me on this, Indian word that Busy Gold, who created this yoga, heard in one of her dreams or her really fun, what do you call it? Not ashwagandha. What is, what is anyway, when you go into the deep, I don't know. I can't
Meditation?
think. No, now it's gonna drive me up
I know,
the wall.
I have no idea.
Where you take it and it's like 24 hours. I don't.
Ayahuasca?
There we go.
Ayahuasca.
I knew it was an A word.
Honestly,
Clearly, I've never done it.
Honestly, I was about to say ayahuasca, and then you said ashwagandha, and I was like, no, that's what I was going to say. And I was like, wait.
No,
I don't know
we
if
need to
that
get
is
the A
right.
thing. We're close. Anyway, she is amazing. She is something else, amazing businesswoman as well. But I learned that, and then I asked Brooke, who's one of my best friends at Hot Yoga East, can I teach this here?
Brooke from Lifetime?
No.
Different Brooke.
No,
Okay.
yeah, different Brooke. So she said, yeah. And we started to grow the booty community up here in Nashville big time. They were already growing it at Freeburg.
Why aren't you teaching it?
I can't get up and back with all the kids' activities.
Okay.
I've had to let things go slowly, and then the farm, and we'll have to get to the farm.
God.
It's like my next life.
We have so much.
It was like, soccer, and then finance and yoga, and kids. We're in the midst of kids now.
Okay, so you have 2 kids.
And then we had 2 more here.
You had 2 more.
Yep. So we have 4 kids, and they are.
Wait, when did you meet your
That's
husband?
what I was. There you go.
I met him at Purdue.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
So I met him at Purdue senior year.
Okay. Was he a soccer
He
player as well?
no, he was a beta.
Okay.
Betas and thetas. So anyway, he was. He hates that I say this, but he was a rebound guy. He was a rebound, and turned out to be the
Look
coolest
what
guy
happened.
ever.
Really wasn't a rebound.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
And he loves the pickup line. He said to me in the bar, "Oh, you have really nice arms," and I was like,
You
"Okay,
do.
okay,
You got pipes.
yeah." Okay, I like this guy. He didn't come up with a
You know what's
lame.
crazy about that is that's what Meredith said about you earlier too.
I better take this off now and
know.
show him off. I better show him off.
I was like, her arms, her body. My God. Yeah.
So yes, and he is. He bought into a business here in Nashville, so that's why we moved.
Okay.
And it's in Laverne.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're down in the burbs. We live in Brentwood, and
you got 4 kids.
4 kids. Yeah. So COVID comes along, and
You were at Lifetime when you were pregnant with your 4th.
yes,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Practiced with him up until the day,
Right.
and
Insane.
yeah, we are in the throes because we've got every 2 years. So right now they're 12 to 6.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah.
With kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband
checking.
decided afterwards. It was like, we're gonna be done. I'll make that happen.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, great. But now I could have kept going. Gosh,
Yeah.
I love that stage, that
yes.
newborn stage. But you forget about the sleepless nights and
Yeah.
So then baby number 5 comes because we start this.
Oh my God.
Unless you have more yoga questions, but baby number 5 comes where we start this pandemic garden. I'm already well on my way. I've started building this chelseajyoung.com, which you can tell at the end. It's my website with all my recipes. So
Yes.
being a stay-at-home mom, teaching
Which
yoga.
was blowing my mind last night.
When we moved to Cincinnati, I already started to kind of get into the recipe building.
Did you go to culinary school or anything?
Gosh, no.
Like, where'd you get all these recipes?
I could come up with them.
You're insane.
It's a creative space that I just love. I think working with my hands is an outlet for me when I get stressed.
Yeah.
And so creating delicious, nourishing food was already doing me a service. So then I thought, gosh, I love this recipe. Why not put it out on a website for other people to grab it? It's easy. It's got 8 ingredients, whatever it is. So anyway, I keep adding.
You add, I mean, it's like literally.
We probably have
it's like
100 out there.
I was looking at Food Network. Like,
yeah, but they're my favorite,
website.
so I like to share them with others. They're usually, I eat seasonal. I had started a CSA when I moved here. And when the pandemic came, I thought, we live in an HOA. I thought, gosh, I really want to grow some food. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid.
I went
God
down-
forbid you grow some of your own
I know.
food. You
I
never
went down
know.
a rabbit hole, thinking like, what's next? I don't know. I'm at home breastfeeding. My kids, my third was toilet potty training.
Yeah.
My other guy was in preschool on a stupid book, and then my oldest was in kindergarten on a Zoom call. I was like, no, we are not doing this. We're gonna go outside and learn. We're gonna do some fun things.
This was in Brentwood?
This is in Brentwood when the pandemic hit in 2020.
Okay.
And I just emailed her teacher and was like, I think we're gonna take the rest of this year off and go play outside. We're not gonna do this. So yeah, that's what we did. I emailed the HOA guy and I said, hey, look, would it be cool if I started a garden?
Like a community garden.
No, like my own garden, but you can't do anything in your front yard.
Yeah.
But we have a corner lot, and so we have a big, huge side yard with beautiful sunlight. And
Is this where you are now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, but just
okay.
wait. Then this is not the farm, though. This is totally different.
Okay.
And so we started growing food. I fell in love. So remember we talked about flow state with yoga. Mm-hmm. And I still get that. I still get that when I teach everybody. I don't know what's coming. It just happens.
Right.
And then all of a sudden class is done and you're like, wow, that was magic. Same thing I felt, that same flow state. Time does not exist when I'm in the garden, hands in the soil with my children by me. I thought, and I'm not even working out, Greg. This is great. I'm like so relaxed.
Yeah.
Like my adrenaline is always high, cortisol's high. This brought me down.
Huh.
And I just loved it, and I was good at it. So
Did your parents garden?
my
You
mom
just,
grew up
like,
on a
where-
farm. She did not garden. Greg's family grew up on a farm, but did not garden. So it's like we skipped a generation, and I just fell in love, and I actually was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors across the street complained till they were blue in the face
Why?
because it was a precedent for them. Somebody could be growing marijuana or corn.
Oh my God.
And I said, well, I'm not.
LOL.
I'm like, I'm not going to grow that.
I mean, get a life.
I'm not going to grow that.
That's insane.
So then I
Yeah,
thought,
you're right. When you look out the window, there's really no telling the difference between a corn stalk and a marijuana plant. You're right. No, it's really confusing.
What is it? What does it matter though? You're not making a lot of noise. You're
Yeah,
just out.
I think it was. They said it was for property value, and somebody wanted to buy their house, and they saw the garden that would lower their property value. So I thought, okay, I'm okay. I'm gonna be nice. So we spent hundreds of dollars putting big arborvitaes up,
Yeah,
just
of
as like a
course.
cover, so that when you walk on the street, you cannot see this garden.
Yeah.
and I thought that would do the trick.
Yeah, perfect.
No,
What?
emails and emails later, I got shut down. We got HOA letters coming in,
that's so
hot and heavy.
stupid. That
Like,
would make me
shut
so
your
mad.
garden down, or you're going to get fined.
Were you mad?
I was so upset.
Okay,
And-
because this is. I just wanted because I've never seen you angry. I've never seen you lose your shit ever, and I
really thought she was going to say, I honestly wasn't. And then she just got talking. She said, I was so
I was so
upset."
mad. Yeah.
Were you mad?
As you-
Yes.
as you should be.
I
How
just
did
have no. You're so even keeled,
I
and
got-
I'm thinking, how does
Oh,
she
if
do
you
all this?
said that to my husband, he would laugh so hard. I am not even keeled. I have hot head.
You are. I have seen you frustrated, like when you can't get the music going. I
Yeah.
can see you
Yeah.
frustrated, but it's never like.
Yeah.
I'm always comparing you to me. I'm just like, God, I would not handle it in that situation.
Sometimes I have to handle it like that.
But I mean,
But I understand.
But getting shut down
Yeah. How do they
would
have the
make me
authority
want
to-
to seek vengeance on my neighbors.
Yeah, right.
There were mean thoughts going through my head, but also we gave it time. I worked so hard to bring all that good soil to the back, and I was like, Greg, we just can't grow food back
You should
here.
have just given everybody like a
Oh, we
basket.
did. We were handing out kale on the front. People were walking. We're like, take some kale home. Take some of this home. Take the beets.
Yeah.
And then your neighbor came running out. No, it's marijuana. Don't take it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it did no good. You bribed them as well. I mean, I'm not saying that was a
well,
bribe, but I
so
mean,
then I figured it took a long time to figure out who was shutting us down.
yeah.
And then we finally figured it out, and I just texted both of them, and I was like, can we just talk about this like adults? And so we
Yeah.
went into the middle of the street, and they both would not budge. And so then I thought,
So what do you do with that? I mean,
Nothing
just-
done. So the arborvitae's and all of the cover is still up, and we've just planted flowers, which is allowed. So we have a whole bunch of lavender, which is beautiful. And I said to Greg at this like about 6 months after I cooled down, I don't want to give that up. Can we look for land?
Yeah.
He's like, we're in Tennessee. Of course we can look for land.
Yes.
So that's what we did. And come end of 21, so I got shut down probably like June 21 was like, you got to stop this or you're going to get fined.
I'm still so blown away. I'm so blown away by
I
that.
was so
I can
so
understand
mad, so
if you
sad.
were like Airbnb in your place, like, and
I mean, we're 5 years
illegally.
later, so I've definitely
You've moved past it.
yes.
It sounds like a dumb question again, but like, how can they do that? How can
well,
they tell
it's
you what you
HOA,
can?
and
you
the
can't?
guy said
Yeah.
as long as nobody complains, you know what I mean? Or maybe I should take this off. I'm like,
But like an agent, but like
I'm
even,
getting hot.
I mean,
Yeah.
thinking about it.
I mean,
Sorry.
I've heard
I'm
a
bringing
million.
it. I'm
I'm
bringing
getting
it
all
up.
fired up now.
I've heard a million like horror stories about HOAs, but what I've never understood about any of them is like, how can they? I don't understand how they can do that.
I don't know. We just my husband is a rule follower in the best way possible, and he's very even keeled.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
he was
I
like,
would-
Chelsea, we're going to shut it down, and I'm going to solve this problem for you, and he did. And we found some land in Arrington
He's a better man than I am.
at
Yeah.
the end of 21.
When you met him in the street, I would have been like, call the cops.
It's yeah.
That's about what all I
you
would
do.
have had for that.
You have to. Well, I guess you have to get to a higher level. You know, where you're like, I'm not gonna change this person's mind.
No,
And it's not-
after
I'm
that
not
talk
gonna
with them in the
stress about it
street,
anymore.
I knew it wasn't going to change.
Yeah, I'm not
There
gonna
was
stress
no,
about it.
There was no like.
It's their loss. They're not gonna get free food anymore.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get fruit.
I don't know that they would, yeah.
So-
Anyway, I think it's like water under the table at this point because it's like, love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened was that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That was supposed to happen. Whether they knew that they were a part of that or not, you know, I almost should thank them. And in multiple times with the flower fields, that's kind of a new thing for us we're growing flowers now.
I saw that.
Yeah, we have a U-pick flower.
Yes, I saw that.
So,
It's on my,
end
it's
of
on my
21,
notes.
we buy land. First thing I do, put a hoop house up to grow our food. And I will say the first 2 years were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Did
grew
you
a lot
have
of food.
it- I mean, okay, you act like I just threw up this hoop house.
Yeah, that's exactly
Like,
what
would
I
you
did.
YouTube it?
Meredith,
I
I,
mean,
am
like-
the person that if you give me a bow and arrow, I'm not going to learn how to shoot it. I'm just going to shoot. And if it sticks,
Hell.
great. If it doesn't, I'm going to figure out how to get it. I'm a shoot first gal. My husband is a learn first guy.
I mean,
So it's good that we go together.
okay, so you just, like, I'm just gonna put this hoop house up.
Exactly. And so
And-
that's kind of what
We'll
we
just
did.
make it work.
And the kids and I had a blast out there. And we also
You
were.
didn't have this I'm still stuck on, it's like you just did it so easy, but you didn't have this knowledge before, right?
No. And thank the Lord that
So
there is
how did you-
YouTube and the
Okay.
internet.
Okay,
Because
good.
that's how I learn everything. And this is before any chat came along, right? Back in 2022.
Right.
I'm just like, what?
Who were your like mentors at this point?
Well, a lot of YouTubers. I will say that there's some amazing farmers here in
Like
town.
Martha Stewart? You know, I mean, like.
Right. So there you
honestly,
go, Joanna Gaines, right? Just if they can do it, I can do it. I always say with my Bikram studio and with anything else, with my website, if I build it, they will come. And that's
Field of dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we decided for the farm space in 2022. We renovated the farmhouse. We were thankful that there was a house on there.
Oh, there was already a house.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we renovated it and blew out the kitchen and put a dream kitchen in so that
It's
I could
beautiful.
be teaching my
It's
sourdough
beautiful.
workshops in there.
Yeah.
Which kind of came because I was making sourdough on Instagram for so many years and sharing all my stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Can you teach me?" I'm just so intimidated with what's online. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh my gosh, yes, the farm is a great space now
Right.
to bring in people. So we do 6 workshops a year on farm.
Right. What did
And-
I come to? I went to a wine.
You went to a wine tasting
something.
workout, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
Oh, that's
early
right.
on. That was
Yes.
early on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What is it called?
It's Young Harvest. So my last name is Young, and Young Harvest.
Y-O-U-N-G.
Y-O-U-N-G. Yeah, Young Harvest Farm. And we decided, let's just add little by little. I teach yoga, so we took all of the hay out of the barn loft and put up these fun swoopy lights and
Yeah, it's great.
and so we
Yeah.
can fit 25 people up there, mat to mat, and we can do booty yoga,
You could do a salsa class.
Salsa class. Got to get it on the books for
Yeah.
next year.
Okay.
I hate to do this. This is the best problem to have, but it's like $225.
Okay.
Oh.
We're 221. We're good.
You're okay?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can go a little bit
I just
over.
wanted to check. I just want to make sure
Oh,
I
man.
said something.
What else you
Really?
got?
Now, real quick, in all seriousness, we were
Yeah.
joking around about this earlier, but would you be open to, because it would be a few weeks before, I don't know why I'm still talking into this. It would be, it would be a few weeks before yours came out.
Yeah.
Would you be open to doing like a part 2?
Sure.
Because if we do that, we don't have to
Rush
worry
it.
about landing the plane. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, yeah, because I have a whole other
And
page.
again, it's a good problem to have because literally what we'll say in a second, you can say it.
Well, what if we did the lightning round? We just went ahead and did that in case I don't get her back.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I don't know. There's only a couple more questions. Well, I wanted to know, when did you, because I feel like this is your purpose, but when did you find it? Because a lot of people, they'll go all their lives without getting to where you are. And, it seemed like from a very early age, you found it and locked in and just grew it. So was that a mindset? Was that just this decision? Was it this is just how it's going to be? Was it,
Parents.
it doesn't seem like you had any negative self-talk or anything playing into that. And
Yeah.
that's what really trajectory,
With
just,
each of these things, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of just go for it
yeah.
mentality. I always had great supportive parents. My dad is my mom is crazy. You think I'm wild in all the things that I do. She is like me on times 5.
That's awesome.
She is, she is an inspiration. Also, maybe we do too much, and that's also a way to hone in. We got to hone in and relax every once in a while. My dad.
How do you have balance with that as well?
Yes.
Because you do so much.
And I think the farm brings that balance. So getting my hands in the soil and getting rid of my phone and being present with people on the farm
and your
or
kids
just
are
by
always
myself.
on the farm with you.
They
right?
come after school or on the weekends now, but or in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think what has been so special about the farm is it is my way to chill out, to get inspired.
Yeah.
And eat seasonally and create these seasonal recipes
Right.
and share them with others, which has been really, to grow your own food is so spectacular. I don't know why. It's
I'm so inspired.
Everybody has to work in a restaurant, right? Just so that you understand the hard work that goes into that.
Oh my God, I'll do a whole nother episode on this. Continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But yes, that's so true.
everybody needs to do that.
Yes.
Everybody else needs to grow their own food.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but just a small container.
Right.
Because it's so empowering to see this seed produce life
right.
for you and your body, or even a flower. These tiny flower seeds. We have this big U-Pick flower farm that we're
gonna
starting.
Have to talk again.
We have to. We have
there's-
so much
yeah,
to tackle.
It's a lot. It's a lot because
It's the best
my mind
problem
is
to have.
flying, going. God,
It's the
we
best
can't
problem
fit
to
this in
have.
in, like,
And,
10 minutes.
and we really do have time because we got 3 episodes. Then yours will come. Let's say yours comes out.
Yeah.
Then you got another 2 weeks after that before another one would.
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. No, I'm
so we got
totally
plenty
down
of
with
time.
that.
We got plenty of time.
All right,
So
Well,
yeah.
we're done.
Sorry if you're listening. I'm being Mr. Producer, sticking to the script and shutting it down. That's my bad. Sometimes I got to keep the
has
kids
to
in
go.
line.
She has to go pick up her kids. She's on schedule, tight schedule here. So
She's
I know.
You're in charge of those, and I'm in charge of you guys, making sure that you're good.
Well, I
so.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. But no, I could talk all day long. Because I
mean,
want
you could.
everybody. I want everybody in Nashville to come to the farm and participate in some type of fun workshop or a
daughter's gonna
family
have to come
community-based
because
event.
she's obsessed with you. It's crazy.
Oh, I love that.
She's following you now.
And
I was like,
okay, yes,
I said, you're
let's
following
go.
Chelsea? She was like, yeah. She was like, when I left, I said, you need to get on our website, look at all those recipes. And she was like, going through them and stuff.
I
So
love that.
She goes, I'm really inspired.
But I want people who are entrepreneurs, creatives to reach out, and we want to host them. We want to learn with them,
Yeah.
and invite others to learn too. It's a workshop farm. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Tell everybody where they can find you and what you got going on and where they can check you out in between now and the next episode.
Okay. Yes. So my website that we've been talking about, that was kind of the first baby, was chelseajyoung.com. That has all of my recipes and all of my workouts on there, and just a little bit about
courses.
And courses. Yes. So I have a
Yeah.
sourdough course. I've got a meal prep course. I've got a lot of ebooks, that kind of stuff, evergreen material. And then the youngharvestfarm.com just Young Young, is where all of the workshops happen on site. But we also do a lot of educational stuff on our YouTube and our Facebook for people that are not local. They can
Right.
still learn with us, grow with us.
Right.
So.
Oh my God, we need to talk about your travel too. She just got back from Switzerland.
Oh yeah, and Vienna.
Oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
amazing. All right, so we'll talk about that.
Okay,
in
great.
That's what they call
part
in
two.
the business a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then on Instagram, can we do
Oh,
the
yeah,
Instagram?
yeah.
Because that's kind
Two
of
Instagram profiles.
Yeah, I kind of live on stories. So if you're a story person, that's where you'll catch me every day. It's Chelsea Young Yogi. And then if you want more of the farm stuff, it's Young Harvest Farm TN, Tennessee.
Yep.
So thanks, guys. Well, this is so fun.
You're welcome. This was amazing. So,
Okay, I'm
I guess
coming back.
Okay, you're coming back.
We'll see you
coming
next
back.
time.
Part 2.
We're gonna talk. I got more pages to questions, just all kinds of stuff.
Pages
so.
and pages.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank
What a
you.
treat.
See you guys next
Yay,
time.
I'm excited.